Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about something that I think is going to create a big shakeup in the world, and that is when Uranus turns direct. This will be January 27th. When this happens, when a planet stations and changes directions, it will be noticed. That planet and everything it's about becomes a focus because it's standing still. So going from retrograde to direct, it's standing still for a day or so, and it creates a big shakeup. What is Uranus? The planet of sudden, unexpected changes. So that's what we have to look forward to. So before I continue on, please, I want to remind everyone, become a member of my Patreon page, because there we're going to come together. You can tell me what videos to put out. Plus, you can be part of the Shooting Star class, which is spiritual development every week. And you get my magazine for free, Joni Patry's Astrology Insights. Wow, that's a lot to offer. And amongst things you'll get a copy of one of my books. Plus, you will get discounts on things and classes. You'll love it. So check it out. Go to galacticcenter.org and you can click on my Patreon page. Otherwise, there's a link down below. You can go directly to it. And the other thing I want to remind everyone is while you're there, sign up for my free newsletter. Of course, you're going to get that all on Patreon in my magazine. But if you want to just try things for free, you can still do that as well. Be my guest. I'd love to have you. And remember, I'm starting semester 1 with the University of Vedic Astrology. That begins the end of this month, January, the beginning of February. And let me tell you something, the price is going to increase, so you better get on the bandwagon now if you've been on the fence. It's time. We're going to have a spectacular 2024 year. Let me remind everyone, Jupiter and Uranus are going to conjunct. Uranus rules astrology. This is like it's going to start to be mainstream. Come on, get on with it. This is what's going to be evolving in 2024. And Uranus, the planet that rules astrology, are you kidding? This is right around when I'm starting semester 1. So go to University of Vedic Astrology while you're at it to check all that out. Now, let me talk about what this is going to do on this day. Now, Uranus rules unexpected events. And it's the planet of change. So what this is telling us, something is about to change unexpectedly and suddenly. Now, what kind of event rules that? Earthquakes, earth changes, volcanic eruptions. It is going to be so prevalent all around this time, the month of January, and especially around the end of January. And Uranus is in the sign of Aries. Aries is the sign of new beginnings, doing things in a hurry, pioneers, and Uranus is the planet of invention, technology, and that can mean new technologies coming about and new inventions. This is going to make Uranus center stage, whatever it rules, wherever it is in the zodiac. And Jupiter's not far behind it, which is going to activate it all the more. Major expansion with technology, inventions. This is the year I'm perceiving even cures for certain diseases. It's all about to explode. And, you know, by the 20th of April, when Jupiter and Uranus conjoin, that's going to be amazing, because that means there's going to be a new awakening, a new way of viewing things. And let me just say this, Uranus, while it is stationing, turning direct, is going to be in the nakshatra called Bharani. Now that nakshatra symbol is the woman's uterus, and what it actually can pertain to is a feeling like there's no room to move. So therefore it deals with what? The birthing process. When the child becomes too big, it has to be born. And from a feeling of being tied in or not enough room to move anymore, it has to go through the birthing process. And what does the birthing process mean? A new beginning, a new start. But to go through that process is very painful. Yes, to be born, to have a baby, all of the process is painful. But guess what? It's a pain we have to go through in order for a new beginning. That's what we're looking at. The birth of something brand new, a new beginning. But we have to go through the tunnel and the pain to get there. Bharani is also a nakshatra that is ruled by Yama, a god of death. So what does death represent? Endings and new beginnings. So this is like a major epiphany, something amazing that is going to change consciousness and the worldview forever will be happening. And it's going to be happening as soon as January. As a matter of fact, I noticed that the new moon in January, I believe it's around the 11th, but the new moon sits right at the point of around 26 degrees. And Uranus is going to station to turn direct at 24 degrees, 53 minutes. So essentially that's 25 degrees. Uranus is in an aspect to that new moon. January is a month of new beginnings, fresh starts. But will it be easy? No, it's going to be explosive and extreme. Even Mars, at the time of this stationing event on January 27th, Mars sits at 23 degrees, exactly conjunct Mercury at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. So they're in a trinal aspect, which means creating something big that's going to happen whenever there's a trine. It can represent something easy, but still with these two planets, with Uranus and Mars, that's not easy. And Mercury, deal with travel, invention, but all at the same time. Something big is about to come about, be discovered. I guarantee it's going to be from January through April. And another thing, when Uranus turns direct, this marks a time when all the planets are direct, all of them, all the way till April when Mercury goes retrograde. So what does that mean? It's time to forge forward, to move forward, to get things done. New things are about to unfold. New inventions, new ways of looking at the world, technology, and even in laws and in politics. Everything in this world is about to go through a transitional change. And it's about time. It's the birthing of a new world is what I want to say. A new world, a new dimension, a new way of feeling and looking at the world. It's been tied up and it has been like a baby that has no room to move anymore. And the only thing that can happen is an explosive event that forces the birthing process. How spectacular and how fabulous is that? But I will say this, the earth is going to be shaking. Earthquakes. And really, you could say this is earth-shattering what's about to unfold here. I'm going to say that that's what I feel. Everything that's coming about the month of January through April is earth-shattering, earth-shaking. 2024 is going to be monumental with events like you've never seen before. And watch how on January 27th, everything is starting to shake and look differently. There will be earthquakes, volcanic eruptions everywhere, but also eruptions of human nature, of human emotion. And it has to happen because everything depends on it. Too many things have been stagnant and not moving. And this is sort of like the trigger. The trigger of events will begin, and you're going to see It's going to be a roller coaster ride, but now we're moving forward and progress will be made in every area of life and this world. So get ready. When planets, remember, when planets station, they're standing still and they're saying, look at me. Everything that I rule and what I'm about will be prominent and come out for the world to see completely, wholly, and clearly. So this is a time of monumental extremes and change. It's a planet of change. And one last thing that I love about Uranus, aside from the fact that it rules astrology, I absolutely love that. By the way, I was born with Uranus stationary. And when you're born on that day that it stations, whatever that planet's about is who you are. And it's about astrology. I'm an astrologer. Been an astrologer my whole entire life. And furthermore, it deals with unconventional way of looking at things. Things that are unconventional, things that are out there on the cutting edge, what's new, what's record-breaking, what is groundbreaking. And I call Uranus the Great Awakener. By the way, I have a book on Uranus if you want to get better acquainted. If this has spurred some of your interest, look up my books. I have written 12 books, and one of them is specifically on Uranus. And I feel like it is quite an accomplishment. It really does depict what this planet is truly about. And remember the outer planets, the 3 outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. These are the planets that rule the collective unconsciousness. And therefore, when they make aspects or wherever they are in the heavens, will rule where the collective unconsciousness of humanity is. And this means it's waking up. This is what it means. Uranus is called the Great Awakener. So with that, I think I'll close. If this has interested you in any way, look at my university, become a student, learn astrology. It is the profession that's going to be the Great Awakening in the coming years. That I will promise you. Go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.